Hello, Divine Souls. Welcome back to my sacred space. I'm Melanie, and I have a message for you tonight. Father God brought me to another bullet point in this book I've been referencing called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise. Personally, I have been encountering this recently, and I think Father God wants me to share it with you in case this may be something that has been on your heart and your mind as well. This is a subtext here of, let's see, we're in back to chapter 3. Okay, yesterday's reading was found in chapter 3 as well. So this is on page 29, which breaks down to an 11. Maybe you've been seeing 111 or maybe 1111. I know I have. Okay, it's called Blaming Your Family. Blame is one of the surest ways to stay in a problem. In blaming another, we give away our power. Understanding enables us to rise above the issue and take control of our future. The past cannot be changed. The future is shaped by our current thinking. It is imperative for your freedom to understand that our parents were doing the best they could with the understanding, awareness, and knowledge that they had. Whenever we blame someone else, we are not taking responsibility for ourselves. Those people who did all those terrible things to us were just as frightened and scared as you are. They felt just the same helplessness as you do. The only things they could possibly teach you are what they had been taught. How much do you know about your parents' childhoods, especially before the age of 10? If it's still possible for you to find out, ask them. If you're able to find out about your parents' childhoods, you will more easily understand why they did what they did. Understanding will bring you compassion. If you don't know, you can't find out. If you don't know and can't find out, try to imagine what it must have been like for them. What kind of childhood would create an adult like that? You need this knowledge for your own freedom. You can't free yourself until you free them. You can't forgive yourself until you forgive them. If you demand perfection from them, you will demand perfection from yourself, and you will be miserable all your life. Wow. That hits, doesn't it? It's so hard. It's hard to forgive the ones who brought you the pain. It's hard to forgive the ones who set your life on a trajectory that you had no control over. It's hard to accept. And validate the reasonings behind their actions. It just doesn't seem logical. But that's the difference Divine Collective, between you and them. Divine Collective, you've done the work. You've made it to the point where you're even considering this, where you've even thought about this whole thing. You can't go back. Confirmation. You can't go back to when you were a child and say, what are you doing? You can't do that to me. Were you dumb? Are you dumb? Hello? No, you can't do that. But what you can do is do what Louise says and take ownership of your own life, right? You can move forward with a grace, with a Christ consciousness that they were only doing the best they could with the knowledge that they had in the time. Now, does that excuse anything for current actions? Absolutely not. You can forgive the past and move forward with your life. But if they're still continuing to do things to you that you know are not for your greatest and highest good, you are allowed to create boundaries for yourself and for your family. God forbid there's secrets or, bad behaviors projected onto you at this time. I feel a lot of people are experiencing deceit. But what they don't know is that you know. So when you feel lost and frustrated and wondering, Father God, why must I contend with this when I'm so happy and free and starting anew? Why must this still be on my plate? Well, Divine Soul, it's because we have to rely on our Father's judgment and our Father's timing of all things. When you carry yourself with love and compassion and empathy for humanity, and you know in your heart that you're doing the right thing, those who are not doing those things, Father God sees this. Just know it's not, no one gets away with anything, okay? Nobody does. Just like everyone is seen for the heart that they have, light as a feather, right? Okay. So that was, heavy, some heaviness, but somebody needed to hear it. And if it was you, Divine Soul, who found my channel tonight, thank you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening. And I pray that the message talked to you in just the perfect way for you to understand how to maneuver on your next step. How to maneuver in the path of righteousness with temperance and discernment. Let's see if there's a message here. Father God, the Most High, Divine Creator, Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, and ancestors, for the viewer, what message do you have? What message do you have for the viewer? From the greatest and highest and purest white light, what message do you have for the viewer watching this video? Okay, we received the card, recognition. You deserve to acknowledge your accomplishments. Have you been neglecting to celebrate your efforts? Take time to recognize your progress, no matter how small. It will fuel your growth. Sometimes I get very emotional when Father God talks to us. So, that being said, 12:12 on the clock. I don't think you know, Divine Soul, how proud our Father is of you. Acknowledge how far you've come. Celebrate how far you've come. Buy yourself some flowers or go pick them. You know, I feel in my heart of hearts that flowers are meant to be shared with love. And they're there to be picked with love. To be enjoyed, to be given. It is such a beautiful way to show appreciation, to show celebration. Flowers embody love. This is where we part. I do hope that this message found whoever needed to hear it tonight. Just know that if you don't resonate with your birth parents, we have a Father that loves us unconditionally. He is your best friend, your best companion, the Father you may have never had in your earthly existence here. And our Mother, Mother Gaia, our planet. She will nurture you and provide for you and comfort you. You just have to listen. You just have to hear and breathe and smell at the beauty that surrounds you every single day. Love and light.